But this lesson right here at 0.3, it's really just what we did right now is the card activity. The red was negative, the blacks were positive. So it's the same thing here. If it's a negative, that means that you owe money, right? If it's positive, that means that you have money. So that's what I say right here on these notes. If there's one negative sign or a minus sign, see, a negative or a minus is the same thing, all right? A negative means that you owe money. A minus sign means that you owe money, okay? So either a negative or a minus, it means that you owe money. And I go, here are some examples. See, this says -2 right here. What would you think? You'd think that you owe $2. Or even -2. You could also think that you owe $2. And you could have technically a plus sign in front of the negative, but it's still one single negative sign. So right there you owe $2 as well. So all these are examples of you owing $2. So a negative sign or a minus sign, as long as you have one of those out there in front, that means that you owe. So that'd be kind of like a red card when we did that red game. So negative or minus means that you owe. A positive, you have a plus sign, that means that you have. So that's like you having $3. That's like having a 3 of spades on the game that we were just playing. Or a regular 3, that also means you have $3. Or, here's the interesting one, a minus means that you have. Okay, so the minus has to change to plus, okay? So instead of memorizing rules, we just understand that negative means owe, positive means have, and we could think of money and come up with the answer. So this is the special case where you have a minus. Right there is where you change it to a plus. By the way, that comes from the rule of multiplying, that a negative times a negative is a positive, but we'll go over that later. But right now, whenever you have a minus, it changes to plus, so you really have 5 plus 2, that is 7. So what I want you guys to do is to think about money on every problem, even though you might already know the answer, like this answer right here, 3 minus 5, what's the answer there? 2. -2. But what I want you to do, not just think of the answer, I want you to think about the situation, the real situation of money. This means there's a positive 3 here. That means you have $3 in your pocket. -5 means you owe $5. So you owe somebody $5, and you happen to have only $3, and they're like, hey, give me my $5, right? And you're like, oh, all I have is 3. You pay them off the 3, and then you tell them what? I still owe you $2. Make sense? So when you say 3 minus 5, you still owe them $2. That's why the answer is -2. Okay? So what we want to do down here is not just think of the answer, but we want to write it in words. So everybody, on number 1, it's -2 plus -3. I'm going to write, again, the -2 means you owe. So I owe $2. And, okay, there's a plus sign here, but don't worry about the plus sign, because remember, as long as you have a negative or a minus in front of your number, there is a negative right here in front. What does that mean, a -3? That you owe $3. So I owe $2. I owe $3. So if you owe and you owe, you're going to owe some more, right? So how much do you owe altogether? 5. I owe $5. Now you want to write it out as those words right there. I owe $2. I owe $3. You could write I owe a total of $5. And not only that, let's go to the original box right here and let's write the answer. You owe 2, you owe 3, you're going to owe 5. So that's why it's -5. Remember, negative means you owe. If you have left over, then it will be positive. Okay? Now, what must we do with number 2 before thinking of money? Add or change it to plus. Yeah. Yeah, so we are going to add them. Perfect. So minus change to plus. And now we really do have a +5. What does +5 mean? I have. So I have $5. And the plus 4, does that mean that you owe 4 or you have 4? You have another 4. And of course, what's our answer going to be?
9.
That you have a total of 9, right? So I have a total of 9. That's why the answer is +9. If I would have still owed money, it would be negative. But I have a total of 9, that's why it's +9. Okay, so moving on to number 3 here. What does this mean in terms of money? I owe $8. And what does this mean? I owe another $1, right? So I owe somebody $8, and then I owe somebody else $1. So am I going to have or am I going to owe at the end of it all? I'm going to owe a lot. How much? I owe 9. I owe 9. Now, what does that mean as an answer? That you owe 9 is going to be negative 9. Okay?
Man, whoever's owing all this money is going to get $80 per ton.
Moving on, number 4. 13 minus 8. So, what does 13 mean? You have or you owe? You have 13. What does negative or minus 8 mean? Minus 18 mean? You owe. So you have $13. You owe $18. We end up owing $5. We end up owing $5. So you put a negative 5 as an answer. Again, the 13 means you have 13. The minus 18, that means that you owe 18. So if you have $13, but you owe somebody 18, you can't even pay them off. You're still going to owe. You're still going to owe $5. So that means negative 5. Last one. Before thinking of money, whenever you have a minus minus, what must we do? Plus plus. Change it. Change it. So now you think of money. What does this mean right here? Negative 2. What does that mean in terms of money though? I owe, right? I owe somebody $2. Okay, and what about this? Now it's not a minus anymore. It's now a plus 7. So I have $7. So I owe somebody $2. Hey, but I got $7 in my pocket. I'm not scared, right? Hey, give me my $2. Sure, no problem. Bam, bam. How much do I have left over? 5, right? I have $5 still in my pocket. I still have $5 left over. Now, what does that mean that you have $5? Is that negative 5 or positive 5? So your answer is positive 5. And that's about it, guys. This was just notes. It's not homework. So again, make sure you put this in your notebook. And tomorrow we're going to practice some more integers and maybe even start multiplying them.